Hey, Steve Gamache here with another Chef Knives to Go quick look product review. And what we have this time is the Yoshimi Kato Enju VG10 Nakiri 180mm knife. This is a really nice looking piece of craftsmanship. It's very striking finish wise. It's a really cool looking knife. It's a little bit longer as well, so if you handle larger product, you might be interested in this as well. The construction is multi-layered, so in the center, the core cutting edge steel is VG10 full stainless steel. Heat treat should be around 61, maybe 62 Rockwell on that core steel. So they take a little higher than some makers do. The cladding is multi-layered soft stainless cladding on either side of that core steel in a Damascus pattern. They have done an acid etch to it, which makes that different materials in the cladding pop. So it's very dramatic. You can see where the grind is from where the pattern starts changing. So this is really a cool looking blade. They do have a laser engraved kanji on the right side of the blade. So definitely every knife is going to be unique. So this is a very striking knife. The weight and dimensions can vary just a little bit from knife to knife. This particular one is 149 grams or 5.3 ounces. The handle is octagonal oak. And this particular one has definitely probably a multi-layer sealer on it. It's kind of shiny. It's darkened the wood a little bit, so they definitely put a fair amount of sealer on here to finish the wood. They've got a nice tight glue-up job where it meets the tang meets the handle, so nicely done all the way around. And the fit and finish on these should be very water resistant. The edge it's a little bit longer knife, so the edge is about 175 from the heel to the usable part of the tip. And then the overall length is about 320 millimeters or about 12.6 inches. Pretty thin blade. It's got a fair amount of stiffness given the thinness of it, but I got about 1.6 millimeters at the back of the spine towards the heel, and then about 1.55, and it pretty much holds that, so it's pretty thin, which means this thing's going to fly through product. You can definitely see where that grind is right there, but these babies are ground thin at the edge. So these are going to perform really, really well. Balance point is about right there. So it's definitely a little bit weight forward given the length of the blade. So pinch grip's going to be back here, which gives you a little bit of forward weight balance, which is really nice for this style blade. Gives you a little kind of feel of a chopping power, a little power to it. So that's a nice feature. Let's get our beauty shot. I don't think we did that yet. Again, you got some laser kanji on that left side of the blade. Here's the right side of the blade. Everyone's going to be unique. You may find if you have a knife with this acid etching, kind of the gray gunmetal look here, that it can be a little grabby on wet ingredients until you get the knife used a bit and start kind of smoothing that out. So if it's kind of grabby on things like potatoes or things that are kind of wet type ingredients, don't worry too much about that. Just keep using the knife, and over time, you just using it, washing it, wiping it dry, it'll start to kind of smooth out a little bit, and that grabbiness should go away a bit after a while. So let's see what else here. We did the spine thickness height. I got about 53 millimeters towards the back and about 55.1 towards the front, so it's fairly tall, Nakiri. I'm not going to get into the merits either way, but some people do like to use this knife to scoop up ingredients off the board. So if you do that, it's got a little bit of length and a little bit of height to it, so you can scoop more product off the board if you choose to do so. This is the edge profile on this knife. And you can see it's got a little curve to it. It's very smooth, nice edge profile. Definitely got a curvy tip, so you can rock this thing as far as you want. This will actually rock really well. And not particularly flat in any one spot. Just kind of rolls either way. But you can still chop towards the back or chop towards the front here if you want to. So fairly flexible profile. Fit and finish, I didn't quite talk about that. It's very good. They've polished and rounded the spine. They've polished and rounded the choil. Out of the box edge, a full 7 out of 10 on my scale. It's very sharp out of the box, so you can just pull this thing out and start rocking and rolling with it. So it's kind of a very striking looking knife with good rendition of the steel, great fit, nice fit and finish, and high performance grind to it. So very interesting package. Should give you a lot of great use for years to come in the kitchen. So this is the Yoshimi Kato Enju VG10 Nakiri 1 80mm knife from Chef Knives to Go.